Hi, I'm Colton with Porsche Center Calgary, and I'm here today with a really special car. This one's a 2019 Cayenne Turbo. Now that by itself makes it pretty special. We don't get a whole lot of the turbos. They are the most powerful version. You've got a 4-liter V8 twin turbocharged, making around 550 horsepower, so it really packs a punch. But this one, we also added just a ton of really cool optional equipment. So I'll start outside and kind of work my way in. This is the Quarzite Gray Metallic, probably my favorite color the car comes in. New gray for 2019 and looks awesome. The wheels are a 21-inch RS Spyder wheel, probably my favorite wheel too. The car looks really good. And you get the wheel arch extension with the 21, which is body color. It looks really nice. But there's also a bunch of extra painted stuff in this case. So just the wheel arch extension, you can get that with the 21-inch wheel. But we added the sport design package to this one as well, which means just a bunch more painted pieces and a little bit different styling. So on a regular Cayenne or an S or a Turbo for that matter without it optioned, everything kind of lower front would be unpainted. Same with this piece here, just unpainted matte black. Rear bumper, that's true of as well. With the sport design, all that stuff gets painted, which just looks a lot more premium and tends to also draw the eye a little bit lower down, so the car feels like it sits lower because you don't have just that black kind of negative space there, right? So it gives it a much more sporty look and just fills it out nicely. It's a pricey package, so we don't see it that often, which just makes it that much more special when you do see it. The car definitely separates itself from the other ones out there. Sticking with the outside, we did the black trim around the windows, which we'll do frequently. You can do the silver as well, but most people tend to prefer the black. And the black roof rails we put on here as well. You do have to put those on at factory. They can't be retrofit. And then around back, this one has the sport exhaust in black. So you can do the pipes back there either in silver or the black. But in this case, with the black window surround, the black roof rails, it makes sense to do the pipes in black as well. So that's what we did. And then you'll also notice things like up front, there's that big kind of round thing you're looking at. That's the adaptive cruise control sensor. So all the cars will have regular cruise, but this one has adaptive, so you can set your following distance from the car in front. If they slow down, this one will slow down for you to maintain that set gap. And then moving to the inside, another really special thing we did here is the two-tone truffle and cohiba leather, which is just awesome. Definitely my favorite interior. You've got the darker truffle brown on the dash, on the top of the doors, your steering wheel, and then the seats are in the cohiba. So a two-tone brown looks awesome, but in addition to just the way it looks, it's also the natural leather. So it's a little bit thicker, a little bit less treated than our other leather, which is already a very premium product. But this is just that much further. They even go to the lengths of raising the cattle for it without barbed wire, so there's not any nicks in the hide, and at an altitude where mosquitoes can't survive, so you don't have any imperfections in it. And it just looks and feels and smells better. So if you like a brown interior, the natural leather is the way to go. It looks awesome. And then we took that a couple of steps further. So the trim, kind of that strip in the center of the dash and the doors, would usually just be, a gloss black or maybe an aluminum, depending which package you go with. But here we did an extra bit of leather there as well. So it's an extra piece of the cohiba leather throughout, which looks great. And then one more thing was the seat belts. So they will be black all the time unless you option otherwise. Now, if you go with the black and red interior, some people will do the red belts, but if you do black, you're fine. It still works. But if you're going to do the brown interior, then the black belt starts to just look a little bit out of place. So we did the belts in the brown as well. What did we do? They are cohiba. So they're matching the rest of the interior. It look really cool. Other equipment. Sport chrono packages here, so you have the Sport Plus mode, you have the Performance Start as a result of that, basically launch control but a little bit different because it's not the PDK. We have the stuff we put in all the cars like your Premium Package Plus, so you're not missing anything that way, giving you the panoramic roof and cooled seats and all that important stuff. That's all here too. The Matrix LED headlights, but that stuff we will put on pretty much all the cars. The stuff like the two-tone interior we just don't do very often. A couple of other significant things. The glass is the heat and noise insulated, so you get a 2-pane glass on your windows. It makes it a little bit quieter inside. If you're sensitive to road noise, it can make a big difference. Also, though, keeps the heat in the winter, out in the summer, has a meaningful impact that way. And then up front, we put on the heated windshield which we didn't used to do very frequently because you had kind of a cross-hatching of the, you know, the element that went through there to heat. Much less visible now, so we see it a little bit more frequently. And if you're going to go to this level with the turbo, worthwhile doing that as well. So this is an example that, you know, no corners were cut. It has just about everything that it can have. The ionizer as well, actually, so if you've got allergies, that makes a big difference. Just a stunning example. I'm sure there's a lot more to go through, but do come down, see it in person, and allow us to run through the car with you. And if you want to take it for a drive, we'd be happy to do that as well. Thanks a lot for watching.